Nationals, including Mel Meninga and Gene Miles in the centre, Mark Murray at half and Wally Lewis as captain and 5/8, and the hooker is Greg Conescu, and they're coached by former South Sydney great Bob McCarthy. The North Sydney side, they are fielding the strongest possible team they can. I've just had a late message from the dressing room that Alan Burns, their city representative for next weekend, will not take the field. Peter Cross will in fact go onto the ground in the original lineup. But Mitchell Cox is in there. He's had Union international experience. Mark Graham, of course, a New Zealand international, and so too now is Don McKinnon. They're coached by John Hay.
Biggest crowd we've had to a KB Cup match at Lang Park. I think the previous best was set by Brisbane and St George back in '79, as Mark Murray is tackled about 5 metres on his side of the halfway, and coming away with it is the hooker Greg Conescu. And through tap, the lock forward out to 5/8 Wally Smith. A nice break already, and there goes the second row forward, charging downfield, Barry Niebling. On it goes to Mel Meninga. There's a chance on. In fact, Butler's going to score the first try. That's the first try in the KB Cup from Lang Park to Brisbane, and the home fans rejoice. And how? It is out. Murray. Again taking it up as Zillman. And still they're just outside the North Sydney 22. Murray, Lewis, Meninga, and a long ball touched by North Sydney. Butler's gone inside the 22, fullback to beat. He's beaten the fullback, slithers out of another tackle, but he's grounded a metre from the line.
Good out on occasions with Brisbane before too. He's a very heavy defender that always has a good work rate.
Brisbane going in with 2 and 3 men in every tackle. But that drop kick by Wally Lewis indicates just how strong this wind is. It went 60 metres from point of contact to where it would have landed. Ritchie plays it on the 22. Out to Hedke. It's Mark Graham. And they probably will put this ball up now. Out with Cox, and there goes the bomb. It's fairly deep. Scott getting under it. He doesn't know where it is.
Can North get it down? Yes, they've scored. A try scored by Fred Teasdale.
30 metres out from the North Sydney line. That's the lock forward tap. Murray, Lewis, Scott. Lewis, he's going to try out the North Sydney defence under the bomb now. They're all onside Brisbane, and Chris Luckman has put it down.
Picked up quickly, flyers on, and Chalice is in to score. Chalice has gone in to score, but I'm wondering whether...
Apparently the touch judge indicated that he had his feet on the line. Cross. Mark Graham, within 2 metres of the line. If he had have looked on the outside, there was a player unchecked. North's 2 metres out. Hedke stepping, and now held with the line in his sights. Just a few metres upfield from Ritchie. Out to Adam. 5 tackles gone against the Bears. They're trailing by 12-6. Mitchell Cox gets the bomb in. I'm wondering whether a couple of his teammates are onside. Referee doesn't think they were either, and the penalty goes to Brisbane. That was a good ball there by Zillman.
Certainly was a good ball, and there's a lot more drive and purpose in the Brisbane pack of forwards than there is in their counterparts North Sydney. Here's another chance too.
Yes, Butler running off Meninga. He's wrapping it up, Butler, and he's held on. Taking it down for Lewis to pop it back, and Brisbane are storming downfield. This could be a golden try if Chalice goes in, gets it back over the top, picked up on the bounce there by Tapp. And that was a great run made by Brisbane. And Brisbane, I think, have got the ball. Murray. Cornescu. He's over. Greg Cornescu is in for Brisbane's third try. The front rower for Brisbane was down injured. He's on his feet now, though, as it goes out to Mitchell Cox, and a long ball, beautiful ball out to John Adam, away from Meninga. Got the defence coming across in cover. Last tackle now for the North Sydney Bears. The bomb goes up from Mitchell Cox. It's a good kick too as they come through for it, and I do believe that North Sydney have picked up their second try off the bomb, scored by Mark Graham. Half out to Lewis, now to Miles, back to Lewis, out to Murray. Short ball to Fullerton Smith.
He's a good team player, Mark Murray, and you know, there was a lot of criticism of his selection on the Kangaroo Tour, but he played well over there, and we've seen him play well here.
There's a try coming up. Wally Lewis has found Chalice, and Chalice has picked up his second try. Well, North have paid the penalty of raking for possession in the play the ball. Lewis. And there's just absolutely no doubt about it being a try. And full marks to Wally Lewis for continuing to play on. This is Chalice. Into the centre, into a gap, over the halfway. Finds a runner inside. That's the lock forward, John Tapp. Up to the 22, can he get a pass away? Taken by the defence, just outside. Wally Lewis, the man to watch, there he is. And his bomb is a pretty good one. The big men fly, and it's come down to Brisbane. He's given 6 more tackles. And they're on the attack, the home side, 8 metres out from the line, Gene Miles. Very close to the line. Cornescu sweeping it out through Paulson, taken on the bounce by Wally Lewis. Away from one, back on the inside is Tapp, and Tapp is in to score. Murray, Lewis, Meninga, Miles, Meninga, coming over to Buttler's wing. What a fend, he got rid of Mitchell Cox easily, got rid of 2 more, and another one. How strong is this man? Meninga displaying that unbelievable power.
A long time since North Sydney have made so many handling errors or be forced into handling errors the way they have this evening.
Well, this is a penalty. The lock forward Tapp has been felled in the back play. Here's the replay of it. Lindsay Johnston, the man. And what is that indication? Is that sin bin or off?
No, I think he sin binned him for 5 minutes, I thought.
Well, I don't know what it was, to be quite frank with you, Keith. So the ball being played by Paulson. This is Zillman, and he's on the halfway line. So the Bears are down to 12 men. Niebling. Lewis. There he goes again, creating his own magic. That's Colin Scott, support all over the shop. John Tapp is tackled 3 metres out from the line. Everywhere the ball is, this man is. And there goes Mark Murray, barging over the line. No try, unable to ground it. Lewis, chip ahead. And regained by Meninga. Butler's on his outside. There's a player between Meninga and the intended ball carrier, this man, Butler, back into centre ground, finds Lewis. He now finds Paulson. Paulson's got 20 metres to go. A long ball. It's gone on out to Smith, and he's lost it. Cox, Adam, Graham, Mark Graham, a bust down the centre. Up to the halfway. Gives it to John Adam. Cover is coming across. They should score. Graham calling him inside. Luckman goes inside. He'll score under the post. A 70-metre try by the Bears. 32 points to 18. As Gene Miles gets a one-hander to Mark Murray will go in and score this time. No, I think he's got him again for enough. Yes, he's given the try this time. You're trailing by so far. You must use the shallow kick-off. But it's probably even too late for that now. In fact, not probably, it is. Paulson plays it. Lewis calling players around him, switching the point of the attack, picking up Murray. Murray takes it to within 30 metres of the line. 38-18. Miles. Oh, Scott has gone through a fragile line of defence. Not held, gets up, and he's over the line. I think it's a try. What's the referee going to say? No, he's real double movement, I do believe. In my opinion, that was a fair try, scored by Colin Scott. It's probably irrelevant. Shepherd now is tackled, or was tackled, and is now just outside the 22. Cox. Wilson. Gray. Graham, quick hands to McKinnon. On to Chris Luckman. Murray's across in cover. Oh, what a good tackle, wasn't it? Wasn't it a good tackle? Ball and all. Here's a good tackle by a little man, Mark Murray. And I've got you all tied up. Just 30 seconds remaining as Brisbane win what will be the last scrum of the match. Knock on by Lewis, but he was still prepared to try the flick pass, knowing that somebody would be there, because there always has been tonight somebody prepared to back up the ball carrier. Thoroughly impressive win here by Brisbane tonight. One suggesting that they will be a big threat in the KB Cup of 1983. Siren sounding as Brisbane come up with the ball. The kids have taken to the field as the referee calls, that's enough. Brisbane 38 have defeated North Sydney 18, and I'll be back with details.